This is the Dreame L50 Ultra Robot Vacuum. I've been using it for 6 months, and I want to share what has actually mattered day to day, what surprised me, and what I had to tweak to get the best results. Key features worth knowing about before you set it up. The ProLeap system with retractable legs that lift the robot up to about 6 centimeters to step over door tracks in single steps. The HyperStream Detangling DuoBrush for hair control. 19,500 pPa. Vormax suction for strong pickup. Dual flex arm with an extending side brush and a mop pad that swings out to reach edges. And a power dock that empties the dustbin, washes the mop pads with hot water, dries them with warm air, auto-refills the water tank, and even self-cleans its washboard. The obstacle avoidance uses AI and 3D structured light to recognize over 180 types of objects, which sounds like marketing talk, but it has actually saved me from "please rescue your robot" moments more often than I expected. From my experience, the headline promise is the step-over ability. I have a room offset by a chunky threshold and a small lip into a sunroom. Every other robot I tried would stop there like it hit a wall. This one walks itself up and over, cleans, and walks back down without me moving a ramp or picking it up. It's not just a neat trick. It changes how I schedule cleaning because I don't have to split the run or babysit it. If your place has transitions, door tracks, or sunken areas, this feature alone makes a strong case. The other standout is hair management. I live with a heavy shedding dog and long human hair. The dual brushes are counter-rotating, a bristled rubber brush and a softer rubber brush, and the design really does resist tangles. I've opened the brush compartment after some brutal shedding weeks, expecting a mess, and there was almost nothing to pull out. In my opinion, this is where the L50 Ultra quietly earns its keep. Consistent suction, plus brushes that don't choke on hair, means I'm not doing maintenance in my free time. Suction power is legit. On hard floors, it picks up grit from gaps and edges without a lot of scatter. And on carpet, it agitates well enough that my area rugs feel cleaner to the touch. The robot automatically increases suction on carpet, and there's a mode in the app to do a second pass just for rugs. If you're new to these settings that vacuum carpets twice, mode simply means it runs one extra pattern over carpeted areas, which helps if you have deeper pile or pets. Mopping is better than I expected, mostly because of the edge reach. The dual flex arm system extends the side brush to sweep the wall line, and the mop extend swings one pad out as the robot tracks along baseboards and under toe kicks in the kitchen. That strip that most round robots leave dusty, this one actually scrubs it. On daily grime, the 2 spinning pads and a medium water setting are enough to leave floors clean and streak-free. On dried-on spills, I learned fast that the low water setting is not enough. Bumping it to medium or high plus a little cleaning solution from the dock gets the pads wet enough to soften stuck spots. If you're brand new to robot mops, think of water flow like pre-soak time. More water helps the pads break down dried messes, and less water is better for quick maintenance. The dock is the other big story. It empties into a 3.2-liter bag, washes the pads with hot water up to 167 degrees Fahrenheit, and dries them with warm air. Over 6 months, I've had zero mildew smell from the pads or the dock tray, and that's not something I could say about earlier systems I've used. There's also a self-cleaning washboard in the base that flushes itself with multiple spray nozzles. That reduces buildup and makes the whole thing feel more sanitary. I top up the clean water tank every few days and change the dust bag roughly every couple of months. I'm not running to the dock every day. The whole point is not thinking about it. Navigation has been solid. Mapping was quick, the first route was logical, and it remembers the layout reliably. The avoidance is good with shoes, toys, and cords, including in lower light. There's an LED on the front that helps it see at night, so I can run it during late evenings without turning on lights. I did catch it looping once around dining chair legs when I changed the layout for a party, and I solved that by drawing a small no-go zone in the app. Not a deal breaker, just a reminder that smart as it is, it prefers clear lanes. It's perfect for mixed homes with thresholds, pets, and lots of edges to clean. The edge reach and hair handling make a visible difference. The mop lifts slightly on rugs so it doesn't drag moisture over low-pile carpet, and the app gives 5 carpet strategies, from full avoidance to removing the mop pads to an intensive vacuum mode. If you like to set a schedule and forget it, this combo of hardware and software gives you enough control to match your routine without micromanaging every run. Now for the trade-offs. Battery efficiency is the biggest one. On paper, the runtime looks long, but in real life, I get less floor area per charge than with simpler robots. Strong suction, the extending arm, and those lifting legs all draw power. In my place, a full clean of a larger floor sometimes requires a recharge pause. The good news is recharge and resume works, and it fast charges quicker than older models I've owned, so the total job gets done, just with an intermission. If you want a single pass over a very large space without breaks, you might feel this limitation. If you're okay with a pause while you're at work or out for errands, it won't matter. The dock is big. You'll want a spot with decent clearance and easy access to the water tanks. I made space in the laundry area, which keeps it out of the way. Noise is well controlled on standard suction. On max, it's still reasonable, and the dock's drying fan hums but isn't disruptive. The mop wash cycle makes a brief swish sound. It's not loud, just noticeable the first few times. Setup tips from 6 months of tinkering: use medium water flow as your default for mopping, and save high for the kitchen or dried spills. Map first, then name rooms so you can send it to just one space when you need a quick clean. Add small no-go zones around wobbly cable nests or tippy stands to prevent awkward bumps. And keep the brush guard and sensors wiped every couple of weeks to keep obstacle detection sharp. These little tweaks reduced minor hiccups and made the runs more consistent. In my opinion, the L50 Ultra is a real step forward in physical capability and low-maintenance ownership. The ProLeap legs get it where others stop, the DuoBrush design keeps hair from turning into a chore, and the dock's hot water wash and drying solve the smell problem that made me give up on older mopping docks. The price you pay is energy use and a big dock footprint, plus the occasional need to bump water settings or draw a no-go line in tricky furniture zones. I'd recommend this for homes with thresholds up to about 6 centimeters, pet owners who are tired of cleaning hair off brush rollers, and anyone who values edge and corner cleaning more than raw square footage per charge. If you live in a smaller space or want the tiniest dock possible, there are simpler options. If you care more about coverage between charges than crossing steps, you might want to compare models. But if you want a robot that actually climbs into that hard-to-reach room and comes back with clean pads and an empty bin, this is an easy pick. From my experience, reliability has been high. No hardware faults, the app updates have improved minor quirks, and consumables like pads and bags last a good while. I've had cleaner floors with less thinking, and that's really the goal. In conclusion, the Dreame L50 Ultra Robot Vacuum is strongest where it counts for real homes. Mobility over obstacles, hair control, edge reach, and a dock that handles mess and moisture the right way. It's not the most frugal on battery, and the dock needs space, but the overall package has made my routine easier and my floors cleaner with less effort from me. I will leave detailed information about the Dreame L50 Ultra Robot Vacuum in the comments for your reference. Thank you for watching.